Ukraine is taking the fight deeper inside Russia. Moscow says that its air defenses intercepted and destroyed 223 Ukrainian drones overnight across 19 Russian regions. Even so, several targets appear to have been hit.
Пойдемте отойдем к зданию, слышь? Чтоб тут не к зданию, пойдемте, чтоб тут не стоять.
And one of them is the NS oil refinery in Russia's Ulyanovsk Oblast. And these are some of the images that show a large fire rising from the facility after a Ukrainian drone attack. The refinery is located about 650 kilometers from the Russia-Ukraine border and processes around 600,000 tons of crude each year. For Kiev, these strikes are part of a broader strategy. Ukraine says that oil facilities are legitimate military targets because they provide fuel and revenue that help sustain Russia's war efforts. But the campaign is no longer focused only on energy infrastructure. Ukraine has now struck warehouses linked to Wild Berries, Russia's largest online retailer, for the second time in a week. And President Volodymyr Zelensky has accused the company of helping supply the Russian military, an allegation the Kremlin has denied. And these are the satellite images showing some fresh damage to Wild Berries facilities as Kiev is widening its campaign against the company. And since the weekend, 4 of its warehouses have reportedly been hit. Reports suggest that the attacks have damaged about 10% of the Wild Berries logistics capacity, affecting nearly 552,000 square meters of warehouse space. And Ukraine's strikes on oil infrastructure are also adding pressure on Russia at home. The fuel shortages have already led to export bans, higher prices and sales restrictions in several regions. And residents are seen waiting for hours outside of gas stations. At the same time, the war inside Ukraine has not slowed down. In the southeastern region of Zaporizhia, a Russian airstrike hit a hospital, leaving at least about 16 people injured.
I can't talk about this in a civilized way, because Russians aren't human, because they don't understand anything, because they came here and trample on other people's land every day. How could they even think of shelling this place? There's a hospital, a cardiac center, people, patients and children right here.
Images from the Sumy region show a gas station engulfed in flames after a reported Russian strike. Moscow said that its forces had captured 2 settlements over the past day. As the battlefield expands beyond the front lines, the diplomatic track could also be picking up pace. The President Volodymyr Zelensky said in a meeting with the US President Donald Trump could take place in the coming days, within a week, and is now expected to be held in the United States.
I do not yet know when this meeting with U.S. President Donald Trump will take place. I think we are most likely to meet with the American side in the United States. Several dates are being considered. We just need to make sure they fit everyone's schedules. I think the meeting could take place in the coming days, within a week.
For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.